Welcome back to the CitrusTV 2022 election special. We are going to go to the Marriott in downtown Syracuse, where our reporter Zach Richter is live with State Senator Rachel May. Zach. And of course, we've been talking about this conflict for a really long time on Talking Points now. We've talked about what the U.S. has done for Ukraine, but before its conclusions are published, they're asking former President Donald Trump to give his side of the story first. Plus, tensions rising once again between the United States and China. We'll take a deep dive into what could happen among these elevated transgressions. The company's battered stock soared more than 150% on Thursday after it announced its plans to use artificial intelligence to create content. What exactly is Norfolk Southern doing to kind of calm down these fears or address them? Net income for the company surged 76% to over $6 billion, and Wall Street estimated that increase would only be about 13%. The stock hit their low for the month on Thursday, and overall in the last 30 days, it's fallen 12.81%. No doubt that's partly due to a crackdown in password sharing. Ron DeSantis has said that this is going to have a huge impact and that it will have repercussions. He didn't really clarify on what those repercussions will be, but obviously there's going to be a lot of damage, and National Guard has already been sent to Florida. It hit its low point on Thursday there, a very clear and distinct drop. It hit 11,273, but it did manage to climb a little bit higher than experts had thought it would finish this week, to finish at 11,690. Was this to launch a political career? Is this to, better the lives of your constituents? What exactly is the reason that you're throwing your hat in the ring? Keep in mind, this AI doesn't have any information past September of 2021. That's the last time it was updated. So the first thing I asked it to write about was, I asked it to write an article about Teagan Brown in Syracuse. Welcome back to Market Shares. 2022 was a tough year for technology companies. The tech industry had its worst year since the 2008 economic crisis. And now, Luke, we've seen social media reacting to, Trump and Kanye or Ye's relationship, the past few years. But right now, how are we seeing the Republican Party react to this dinner? This time, DeSantis ordered a plane full of 50 migrants to fly to Martha's Vineyard. Pelosi was left with a skull fracture and injuries to his hands, according to a report from the Speaker's office. There's a potential that this deal can fall apart. If it does, how is that going to affect Americans? They're planning to cut prices on its most commonly prescribed insulin products by 70%. The company also set a monthly cap of $35 on out-of-pocket customer costs. 113 million people watched the Super Bowl on Fox this year. That's the biggest audience since 2017. In Chile, since we know that Governor Hochul made the announcement just down the street from SU at the NVRC, it makes you wonder if President Biden is going to travel there as well to the Hill, or even if he's going to go to Clay, where the plant is going to be built. President Biden made an unannounced visit to Ukraine earlier today. This comes as the one-year anniversary of the Russian invasion approaches this Friday. After Putin declared Lyman as a Russian territory, he pulled Russian troops out of there. Tell us a little bit about why he decided to do this. And I want to move back north for a second. We've just been told that Francis Knoll is speaking. He's not declaring victory, but he says that he likes where he's heading currently. You'll see him right there. Zach Richter currently at the Marriott downtown. And I mean, seeing some of them affected, like the chip one NVIDIA, comparing it to Micron here in Syracuse and just everything that's happening with that, super interesting to see. But that is all the time we have for right now on Market Shares. Thanks so much for joining us. I'm Teagan Brown.
I'm Bradley Hoppenstein. Have a great week. We'll see you next Sunday.